Hello, hello, welcome. We are at Citrus Charity Thrift Store. They actually have two. One has furniture and home goods, and then the other one has clothing and purses and stuff. So we're actually going to go in both. I've been here one time before, and I did find some good stuff. So let's go see if we can find some this time. All right, so as you walk in the store, I wanted to give you a little bit of a tour because not many thrift stores have great furniture, and this one has some amazing pieces. You can see how many couches and dining sets, as well as these buffet and china cabinets. Always check these china cabinets because thrift stores display stuff that is for sale inside of these. Now, I'm not seeing anything right now in those china cabinets that I would like to pick up, but I definitely wanted to point it out. And this one actually has some great art there on the back wall. Their prices are a little bit higher, and I didn't see anything really spectacular that I felt like would be a good pickup. Do you see that amazing mid-century modern bedroom set we just passed? They really have some great furniture here. If you're in the area and you need furniture, I would definitely check out Citrus Charities. Now, here's one of my favorite sections, and that is the linen. So they've got a ton of sheets here, a bunch of towels, and up top, I saw this pair of pillowcases, but I think those were more modern. I don't think they were handmade, so I left them. And then up above, though, was this Victoria's Secret pink throw. So I definitely picked that one up. I've done very well with Victoria's Secret and pink, both linens as well as perfumes and bags. A bunch of different stuff from Victoria's Secret sells and sells well. Now, down here in the towels, I always look for vintage beach towels because they are actually, some of them are pretty valuable. This one was $3, and unfortunately, though, it didn't have a maker's mark. And unless the pattern is absolutely amazing, I don't pick those up because you need something to keyword, whether that is the maker, the brand, or if it has an amazing print on it, which that one did not. Now, I almost got this Afghan. It is FSU colors, so it would have been easy to keyword, but I decided that I would leave it there. Now we're going to walk over here. We're checking out their collectibles section. They also have a really big collectibles section here. I love that little bird bath. It was made in China, but I still think that would probably go for 10 to 15. However, I'm trying to be a little more picky as far as what I'm picking up. So if you see something that you think I absolutely should have picked up, I want you to let me know because I did not get very much in this store. So maybe I missed some stuff. I like the kitty cat picture. It was really cute, but I have enough artwork right now, so I did leave that there. Really cute little Apple magazine holder there. But again, with having to ship, unless it's really valuable, I tend to leave it there. So they have got quite a few tile trivets down there. We're going to take a look at these, but none of them stood out as being overly impressive to me. So I didn't decide to get any of those. And the cross stitch picture in the back, unfortunately, was $10, which is a little more than I like to pay. Now, this is really, really interesting. It was $5, and this is actually an ostrich egg. It is a blown, hand-painted, real ostrich egg. But I would be really, really scared to ship that. So I did put it back. Let me know if you think I should have got that ostrich egg. It really was a cool piece, but I was so worried that shipping it would be difficult, I put it back. Now over here, I absolutely love this little octagon frame and bird picture. And these sell pretty good. I picked it up for $2. I almost always pick up little bird prints. I do very well with them, especially if they're in cool frames. Now, don't pass up just glancing over VHSs when you're in the thrift store. At least look for those that are new and sealed because some can be worth hundreds of dollars. Just a little tip, you might want to research some of those on eBay. Now, here I saw some keychains. I will, if I'm hurting for inventory, pick up little stuff like this for $1 because it will sell for $10 to $15 if it is a kind of collectible souvenir item. But right now I have so much, I decided to leave those there. And now we're going to go into their rooms. I think this was actually an old house. And so there are different bedrooms you can walk into. I checked out the coffee mugs, but none of these really stood out to me or caught my eye, so I didn't pick any coffee mugs up today. And then all of the clear glass. I am not a clear glass fan, and so I did not get anything in that room. I saw this ghost. I was hoping he would be an old ghost, but he was a new ghost. He was not an old ghost, so we left him there for someone else to get. And now we're going to go into room number 2. And walking into this room, I saw these magnets. Dalton actually collects magnets, my 4-year-old, and I thought about getting these for him. I'm not sure why I didn't, because he absolutely loves magnets. We get them for him everywhere that we go, and those were some pretty cool magnets, but I did leave them. Now, if you saw that price list, their plates are actually only 50 cents here, so if you can find some good ones, it's a great price. And these napkins I was checking out because I've sold some vintage sets of paper napkins for $15, but those were actually more modern, so I did not pick any of those up. And then here we go again. There's always tons of clear glass. And none of these plates really stood out or caught my eye. I am going to check the silverware here out because I actually found some expensive silverware in this store last time I was there. So I'm looking at the name brands, but that one wasn't impressive and nothing else stood out. For me with silverware, I of course look to see if it is real silver, and I also look to see if I see any mid-century modern looking silverware because I've done very, very well with that. Now, this last room that we're going into is a lot of tools. They have wires, stuff to fix up the house, things like that, which for me, unless something catches my eye new in package, I don't really pick that stuff up. Now, this Viper pool ball set, I never looked up, but they actually had $60 on it. I know you can't see it, it's just above the camera, but it was a set of brand new pool table balls, but they were 60 bucks. So I did leave those there. It might have been a mistake. I did not comp them. And here is their little tiny pet section. And I found a really good leash in here before that I did well with. This is a little harness by Lucy and Coco. I did not get that one. I'm not familiar with that brand. And then I was looking at this little pet waterer for my cats. But they have one and I don't need another one. So I did leave that. So we only found 2 things here. Only 2 things. Let's go into their other store. Now, it is super close. I'm just walking next door. It's kind of neat. They have the collectibles in the household, and then this one is actually pretty much all clothes, and they do have some purses here as well. Now, I'm looking through the little shorts for Dalton real quick, and then we went to the men's t-shirts, and I did find this New York Yankees t-shirt. I did pick that one up because I do really well with sports t-shirts. Then I went over to the nightgowns and I found this one right away. It is a vintage piece. The maker of this one is Jennifer Dale. I had never heard of her before. And then I also saw this one, really pretty purple velvet. It kind of reminds me of like medieval costumes that are worn at the Renaissance fairs. And this one, the brand is Stan Herman, and I should have got that. I actually comped it afterwards, and it would have sold for $30 to $40, and it was only $2, and I left it there. Now, over here, this little shelf has tons of goodies on it. Look at these vintage handkerchiefs. And typically, if I find one handkerchief, I'm going to find more. Gorgeous blue roses, cute little bandana, more flowers. I'm making a big pile of them. There's some really great ones in here. When your stores have little shelves like this, I do recommend digging. And I don't always dig. Sometimes I'm in the mood to dig, sometimes I'm not. I also found this cool Seattle Seahawks beanie. And I am browsing through the gloves a bit. I've done okay with some vintage women's gloves, but I didn't see any good ones there. And now we're looking at the scarves. This one is a really cool one. It is by Gabrielle Paris. Great color scheme there. And guess what? This is the giveaway item. So put Paris in the comments. Do not put it in the chat in the premiere. You have to put Paris in the comments to be entered to win. So that one will go to one of you next week. Now here, cute little 4th of July scarf. If it was closer to that time of year, I might have picked that one up. When I am looking at scarves, I'm either looking for bright patterns that I would be able to keyword, wool, silk, name brands that I'm familiar with. But most of these scarves that I'm seeing here are unbranded and they didn't feel like they were silk. Now, at the purses, they had some Vera Bradley. Some of those were priced up, but look at this gorgeous, this is a really heavy purse. Beaded heavy purse for only $2. These vintage ladies handbags are pretty popular from what I have seen, so I had to get that one. And then looking at the jackets, this North Face was hanging right up front, and their clothes are only $2. It's kind of funny because I rarely find North Face, and I actually found a North Face last time I was at the store on the same rack in the front. I think I'm just having good timing. When I checked out, she did tell me she had just hung it up. Now we are going to take a look at the men's pants. Right up front again, this is a pair of Ping golf pants, and they sell well. If you don't know, golf apparel does well. Also, golf club head covers. So if you don't want to ship golf clubs, there are still some golf items that can bring big money. And now we're going to take a look at the shirts. Down here on the end, this is a South Pole shirt, and it is an XXL and has this really cool bear patch on it. I think this should sell fast. I have done well with South Pole. It's not a really high seller, but it does seem to sell pretty well for me. And I'm just looking through the rest of the shirts. When it comes to the men's shirts, I'm mainly looking for pattern and brand, but there were no other good ones there that day. So we're going to go over and take a look at some of the ladies' clothes. And this pair of Houndstooth pants really stood out, but I wasn't familiar with the brand, so I did decide to leave those there. And you will notice I don't spend a lot of time at the women's clothes. I am kind of a t-shirt and jeans kind of girl, and so I don't know the brands. I don't know the good brands of women's clothes, but this one stood out to me with Christmas coming up, and it is a 2X. It is Nutcracker brand. Some of those embroidered shirts, especially if they're for the holidays, seem to do well. And you see they have a ton of women's clothing, but it's just a little bit overwhelming to me. I will thumb through it a little bit, or if something kind of pops and stands out to me, I will look at it, but I don't spend very long in the women's clothing. This little cardigan stood out to me, but I wasn't familiar with that brand, but it is a pretty nice piece. I did decide to leave it. And I went to the jeans and found this pair of BKE jeans. If you don't know, BKE by Buckle is actually a higher brand of jeans and they do sell pretty well. That pair should sell pretty fast and they are distressed look, which I think will do good. Now, I found this pair of really, really nice linen pants. I will show you these up closer at the haul at the end. They are 100% linen, so I did grab those as well. And I didn't see anything else here in the pants. Now up front, they have a jewelry case. Look at this poodle. It could be either a belt buckle or a scarf clip. It is hand signed by the artist and it was only $3. This is actually one of the few stores that has jewelry, and there is a lot here in the case. Most of it was priced about $10 though, which doesn't leave a lot of room if you're reselling, but I still do take a chance to see if there's anything outstanding in there. And the only thing that day was that really cool poodle piece, which was brass and handmade. I didn't see anything else. Now, this is kind of funny because they don't have big bags here. So I went back to the purses and in the back with this was this Victoria's Secret sequin bag. And I was like, oh, I can put everything I bought in this. It's only $3 and it can be resold. Those Victoria's Secret bags do pretty well at $15 to $20. This purse was cute, but I decided to put it back. So I just got the Victoria's Secret bag. Now, I want you to give me your opinion. I did not get this purse. It's a leather purse. It was not branded, and it was $5. So I left it there, but tell me if you think I made a mistake. All right, so here is the haul. Let me show you. I got this Victoria's Secret sequin bag. I paid $3. These sell for $15 to $20, not too bad. This was probably the best find of the day. This is North Face and it is a size extra large. And I only paid $2 for that. And then I got this really cool South Pole bear patch shirt. This one is a size XXL and it's long sleeved, really nice one. I also got this Nutcracker button up. Nutcracker was one of the brands on my Christmas sweater bolo video I just did yesterday. If you didn't see it, go over to the Nurse Flipper and check it out. This was one of the brands that was in the high dollar Christmas sweater. And this New York Yankees was $2. So was this one. This one's 2009 World Series spring training. So their clothes there are $2. I also got this Seattle Seahawks beanie. Really cute Octagon picture of a bird. Victoria's Secret pink throw. These sell, some of these sell high. I didn't unfold it to check it, but it should do pretty well. And then these are BKE, which is buckle. These jeans new are $50 to $100, so that should be a good sale. And then these are Ping golf pants. Again, $2. Great find there. These are some really nice linen pants. So I always look for linen. The brand on these is Whitewash 100% linen. And then look at this. This is a handmade little poodle. I think it's a belt buckle or a scarf clip. It is actually hand signed by the artist here on the back. This one might go for $50+. And then I picked up all these cute little vintage hankies for $1 each. This cute little purse was only $2 as well. Really heavy, nicely made beaded purse. This will also be in the box. And then this is a vintage Jennifer Dale house coat. That one I think was $3. That one was a little more. And then our giveaway item again is this Fabrielle Paris scarf. So all of this will be in the thrift box on haul sale. There is a link down below. My paid members of the Nurse Flipper channel do get first notification. So if you want first notification, go over to the Nurse Flipper channel and join. Let's go ahead and look and see who won the pumpkin scarf from last week. All right, let's go ahead and pick our winner for the pumpkin giveaway. So I've got all the information in. We have 225 comments. Let's pick a winner for the really cool pumpkin scarf. It will come in time for Halloween. It looks like Miss Betty Reese, you're the winner. It says the pumpkin blow mold is so awesome. I learned quite a bit from you. Thank you. So Miss Betty Reese, please email me at thenurseflipper@yahoo.com. You have 7 days to claim your prize. And let's go ahead and take a look real quick, guys, at what I'm going to have on Whatnot on Thursday. I have some amazing pieces and I want to share them. Okay, so here is a sneak peek of what is going to be on my Whatnot this Thursday. I will also be doing a show tomorrow, I think with animal brooches. So follow me on Whatnot. All of these necklaces are J. King. They are all real gemstones. So Dalton says yes with animal brooches. So come and see us on Thursday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard, with these J. King and some more amazing gemstone pieces.